Hi, and welcome to a new tutorial. FL Studio version 20.9 is out of beta now. The first release candidate was released. There will be probably a second one, but feature-wise everything new is already included now. And man, what a huge update. There was in between another beta, but too little time for me being able to do a separate video on that. However, to complete this feature presentation for this new version, I want to show you the latest few changes, what has improved since my last video. In Beta 7, there were introduced on-track controls for recording on audio tracks. I forgot to show you a second new feature because it wasn't even mentioned in the list of changes. Audio tracks offer now peak meters directly on the track too, which I personally find great. I'm a huge fan of visual indicators, and for my taste there cannot be enough meters, blinking LEDs and whatnot. After this release, some users asked for having these controls optional, that people who are sure not to use them because they simply never do any audio recording do not have them visible all the time just for the fact that they use audio tracks. ImageLine was kind enough to fulfill this wish. In the playlist menu, under View, not only do we have an option to let the on-track controls appear or disappear, but on top of that, you can choose now if you want to see the new level meters or the "Hey, I'm doing something" LED from before. My choice is done. I do not record any audio on audio tracks, so I leave the on-track controls in the dust. But as I said, for me it cannot flash enough. So welcome new level meters, and yes, of course, I want to see you. There is a news side panel now. In previous versions there was a drop-down menu for the latest news. Perhaps functional, but not very appealing. But watch this beauty now. Just click on the news panel. Of course, not the most important change, but if someone makes use out of this news feature inside the door to stay informed without always having to be present in the forum or on the website of ImageLine, it's for sure much nicer and much more informative than before. And now comes a biggie again. Already now, I cannot live anymore without my new clone playlist track feature, and it feels like having a new door. But there was one little downside. Normally I love to work with the shortcuts of the right-click menu, as they allow working with a single key press instead of weird combinations with holding multiple modifiers. Like to insert a track? Right-click I, boom. Like to group a track? Right-click G, boom. Like to clone a track? Right-click O. Oh wait, what happened here? Instead of boom, there is the selection now on consolidate tracks. And hitting O again, it goes to clone tracks, but nothing happens. So I have to press enter as well. That's the problem if one letter was chosen for multiple commands. And this is the moment where I personally don't use this command for this action anymore. In such a case, I prefer to use my mouse. But ImageLine had a mercy and brought us a general keyboard shortcut you find under Tools, Clone Selected Playlist Tracks. When you load the song though, please don't wonder when you open the menu and this function is grayed out. It says Clone Selected Tracks. After loading a song and not having clicked on a track, there is nothing selected. However, we do have the general shortcut Alt-B for cloning tracks now. So no mouse action or pressing 2 times the same key and still have to hit enter. Just select the tracks, Alt-B, and yeah, there's finally my boom now. MIDI scripts are updating automatically now. A change to scripting itself, but finally a very important change for the whole community. Unlocking the program with a Regkey file, which was the only method years before, now requires a verification code which will be sent to the email address bound to your user account. This move will finally and hopefully make it much harder for pirated copies. The Regkey method was always very generous from ImageLine to provide us with a stressless activation method for the program, but had the huge disadvantage that people started to share their Regkey with friends, and hackers had a quite easy job to distribute pirated copies of FL Studio as well. This new verification method is stressless for everybody who hasn't connected the door computer to the internet, as it's just a short number combination you have to enter. But it will verify everybody who wants to use this reg file as a legit user, or don't unlock the machine for FL Studio if this code isn't entered. In the beta 9 there were really a lot of bug fixes, and really important ones. I was very surprised to see that every single bug I reported already was fixed in this version. So thumbs up. There were just a few minor changes in between beta 9 and this release candidate. So my work is done. The beta cycle of 20.9 is finished, and I'm sure there will be soon an official feature walkthrough for this update, which will demonstrate the new features much more professional than my attempts. But of course I will inform you again for the next upcoming betas, which will hopefully don't let us wait too long. Have a good time, stay tuned, and thank you for watching.